Hi, welcome to Living with Fibromyalgia with your girl Missy. Hey, that's me. This video, I want to talk about how do you know if you have fibromyalgia, because I've been getting a lot of people to inbox me on my Facebook page, ask me about it on Instagram. How do you know if you have fibromyalgia? Well, for me, I did not know I had fibromyalgia. As a matter of fact, until I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia, I had never even heard of such a thing. I had a lot of pain. I was in pain 24/7, just throughout my body, different areas of my body, and it didn't make sense to me. Why am I in this pain? I'm taking Tylenol, just really trying to figure out what was going on. Then on top of that, I was tired. I was so tired, no energy, but I couldn't fall asleep. I had the hardest time going to sleep. I would maybe sleep about 1 or 2 hours, and then I'm up for about 4 to 6, then sleep 1 hour here, and it just, none of that made sense. So I mentioned it to my primary care doctor, who suggested that I go see a rheumatoid arthritis doctor. My primary care doctor first initially thought from my symptoms that it may have been lupus. My mom had lupus, and my mother passed away with complications due to lupus about 20 years ago. And so with that being in my history, that was the first thing that they had thought. I had been tested, I think, for lupus like years and years ago, and they were saying I may have had it, but anyway. So, you go to the rheumatoid arthritis doctor, and they do the test. They're testing you to see if you have lupus. They also test you for rheumatoid arthritis, and you go through those little series of tests, and then you go home and you wait till your results are in, and for your doctor to call you and let you know what's going on. So, of course, my doctor called me, and I went to meet with him. Let me back. I got an email first that my results were ready, and I think that just made me so nervous. So anyway, after that, going and making my appointment, and my doctor sitting down and talking to me, and that's when he told me that the test for the lupus came back fine. I didn't have lupus. The test for the rheumatoid arthritis came back okay, so I didn't have that. So, was a little at ease. And then he said, but however, I want to do this other test to see if you have another condition. And I said, okay. I said, well, that's fine. Do I make another appointment so I can come back and get that test done? And he said, no, I can actually do it right here, right now. So he just began touching me in different areas of my body, my neck, I think right in here. With fibromyalgia, you have what's called pressure points on your body that is super sensitive. And so he touched me here and touched me there, my knees, my lower back. And so every time he touched the area, it just like hurt. And looking at him, I could tell he wasn't pressing, he wasn't putting much pressure on those areas, but doggone it, every area dang near he touched, I felt some type of sensation of pain, and I'm like, what the heck, And so when he was done, that's when he said, you have fibromyalgia. And I said, okay, what does that mean? He said, it is one of the worst diseases that I've ever seen. He said, it's chronic, widespread pain, 24/7. mainly in all those trigger points that I touched you and you were out, those are areas that have pain consecutively all the time. The pain goes from sometimes a light pain to a very, very strong pain. And I was like, yes, that's it. Because that's how I had been feeling. Oh my God, why am I hurting in my elbow? I didn't bump my elbow. Oh, the side of my knee is so sore. What is going on? Oh wow, my hand is numb. My foot is numb. My right hand is ice cold. My left hand is like fire red hot. So I'm like, okay, so what do we do? Do we have any medicine? Is there a cure for this? What do I need to do? Is this something that's in my muscles and my joints? Because that's where I'm feeling it at. And he was like, no, it's actually your nervous system. And I'm like, okay, oh, that's not what I want to hear. Not what I want to hear at all. So anyway, the doctor told me that unfortunately there is no cure for fibromyalgia at this point. Also, we can give you medicine. We can give you pain meds and other things just so you can cope with it. He said, but I just want you to know that until there's a cure for it, for the rest of your life, you'll live in pain. You'll live in this dreadful pain, this horrible pain, this pain that it can flare up at the drop of a dime. Any little bit of stress can have you laid up in the bed. It can hurt having the lights on. It can hurt having the lights off. And I'm just like sitting here like, whoa, are you kidding me? Are you serious? So you mean to tell me this is what I'm doomed to? And he said, yeah, until there's a cure. So you know what? We need a cure. We need companies like Lyrica, well, the company that make Lyrica. We need the company that make gabapentin. We need all of those. The company that makes what's the other one that we take for it? I'm tongue-tied again. I don't know if that's tongue-tied. No, I think I had a blonde moment. Clueless. But we need these companies to start doing more research so we can find a cure for fibromyalgia. Because you know what? I'm 47 years old. I'll be 48 in a few months. And I don't know if I have 20 more years left or 2 more years left. I may not even have 2 days. But it's not even about me. It's about everybody else that has this. I don't want it to be a cure found just for me. I want it to be for all of my fibromyalgia sufferers. We all need some relief. So, I don't know what we need to do. If we need to rally together, we need to go and do some marching. I'm not sure, but I just know that we need to do something to get this out there, to get somebody to pay attention and to do and put in the money that's needed for research for fibromyalgia. I understand, we got things like cancer going on and childhood cancers and MS and all different types of things. And I'm not trying to take away from any of those. But I want to bring awareness to fibromyalgia. And I want us to be able to get some funds for some real serious research into finding a cure for fibromyalgia. But anyway, to all my babies that inboxed me and wanted to know that I hope that helped, because I did promise you guys that I was going to do a video talking about it. So I hope that worked for you. And make sure, if you do feel that you have fibromyalgia, talk to your doctor about it. Tell him or her your symptoms, if you have any of those symptoms that I just mentioned. Talk to them about it, and don't be afraid to say, I want to be tested to see if I have fibromyalgia. Because I'm telling you, not knowing is a whole lot worse than knowing. Because at least now I know I'm not crazy. Me having all this pain throughout my body and all the different things that was going on, the depression and all of that stuff came from fibromyalgia. And so I'm glad I know. So when I'm starting to feel some type of way now, I know how to handle that. I have my bad days, don't get me wrong. I have days that I don't know how to handle it. And I flip out or I stress out or I do whatever. But I can honestly say I have a lot more days that I don't flip out than me flipping out. As long as I keep stress down to the minimum. As long as I don't take on other people's situations and problems and just deal with what I got going on, I'm good. And that's just a practice that everybody needs to do, fibromyalgia or not, is to, just deal with what you got going on and let the person deal with it theirs on their own. But anyway, so that's it for